tonight or something like that, so thank you for all the love I noticed, and here we are again. So I hope that you've got your munchies with you and you're ready to spark up if you're a baked bean. And if you're a sober bean, hey, I hope you are very relaxed tonight. And hopefully you get some good sleep. All, honestly, for baked and sober beans, of course. But you already know the deal. This wouldn't be a baked gaming video without us getting a little baked together. So let's go ahead and pack up, roll up, heat up that rig, heat up that rig. If you're popping a little candy or something tonight, I hope it goes well. If you're ripping the pen, maybe try and go for a blinker if you're feeling adventurous. Don't die on me though, don't die on me. I'm preparing myself for this fat rip because we've got a video to lock into tonight. It's over an hour long. I don't know, I think when I press the letter F on my keyboard, there you go, I did it a couple times to show you. It does like these weird flashes. I can't tell if it's just refreshing the my game or something. I don't think there's a flashlight mod or anything like that, but you'll never know. I'll never know. Maybe we will. Maybe we will know. I don't know. Cheers. I've got a tall bong with me today. A tall glass pipe. Glass piece. Cheers times 2. I'm gonna take one more if you don't mind. Man, that, well, not even one rip, but both rips really got to me. I'm really excited to share with you. You might be excited more if you're a baked bean than anything, but or if you have been, you'll understand. I'm very excited to share that ever since starting this new job, especially with the consistent schedule, don't worry, those are just the cats running upstairs. It's probably Pipsqueak and Stromboli if you're new to the channel. If you are not new, you already know the deal. They are some rats at all times of the day. But anyways, with this consistent schedule at work, I have not taken my pen into work. Like, it's not even in the car with me. I know that might sound silly, but I'm definitely not using the pen the way some people might use, like a nicotine disposable, or you know what I mean, like those kind of pens. So when I say I didn't bring my pen to work, if I did, I would be taking a rip on my lunch and not constantly like I'm smoking cigarettes, you know what I mean? Anyways, so because I haven't taken the pen to work, I have not been getting baked at all. I'm just taking a deep breath. You could join me if you'd like. My mouth is starting to get dry. And I'm not gonna lie, I might have chugged my water after taking those 2 hits. I know that, sorry, my throat is like there are bubbles, but it's not a burp. It's just stuck. So yeah, I actually had paused the video after taking the hits, and then I started chugging my water. So now I'm a little bummed out because I just want to yap, you know. Right now is probably a good time to start zoning me out. Or I guess you can try and follow along with my conversations, but if you're new here, let me warn you. Well, let me start off by saying hello and welcome. Welcome to the channel. I hope that you enjoy your time here. And even if you don't get the tingles, I don't know if you're going through one of those phases, but even if you don't get the literal tingles from my videos, I hope that you're at least chilling out, just vibing, you know. You can zone me out because the fair warning is my videos are all over the place with my commentary. I will be talking about one thing and then not finish that conversation because I think of something else that might relate, or I just start talking about something else because I'm just chilling. These are my real thoughts in real time, and I don't know, I just want to do one take. I don't want to have to be afraid that I might need to cut something that I say out of the video. I just want to, or just chilling, you know, like, I want this to feel like a place where you can just let loose, and it just feels like a one-on-one kind of hangout time. Man, I'm sorry, I keep having to take some big freaking breaths. Basically, all I'm saying is, fair warning, my videos are all over the place. I'm always yapping, so feel free to just tune me out, zone out yourself. If you need to lock into some schoolwork, because I think that school has started, right? I wonder if you like these pauses, because I know I do, because I can breathe from all this yapping. But another thing is that, to be honest, these videos, in a way, I would say, is a pretty good idea of what it would be like to hang out with me. That's it, yeah. Except obviously I wouldn't be whispering. I'm zoning out. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I should have taken 2. I think I should have just taken 1. I was telling the producer the other day when I noticed that my tolerance was way, way, way lower, that when I do rip it when I get home, I forget that my tolerance is low as hell. So I start ripping it like I have been ripping it. And then I realize, oh, I messed up. And it's not till right now it's 12 minutes, so yeah, it's been 12 minutes since I ripped it, and I'm over here just, man, do you ever anything, but man, like I said, this is like just back in the day. It's almost a nostalgic feeling, but anyways, I actually do have some topics to talk about today, not just that, so buckle in, lay back, close your eyes. Did you know we made it to the end of the week? Oh my gosh, I know. I'm excited. I am excited. Just because I feel like I can just relax. Relax, relax, relax. So, one of my topics today, actually, let's take a sip of water. A sip of water, because I am parched. You might hear my lid. Hold on. I'm sorry, I don't think it's gonna be loud, especially because I have a different mic setting on today. One moment. Cheers if you're sipping with me. I think that our house is coming along pretty well. I can't figure out what to do with this area right here. I don't know. Should we make it a room? Should we make it one big room? Should we have a divider? Like just a wall or something? Too many decisions. I just want it to be one obvious thing, but I don't know. I kind of also like to, I don't know, I was gonna say I like to build with the cave, but I definitely sculpted this the way that I wanted to, so I did not go with the cave at all. But that's alright. I think we can make something work here. And I'm really excited because I want to see if we can make good natural lighting in the place. And if we can't, then we're gonna need to figure out some new lighting options, because I'm getting tired of the torches in all of my Minecraft videos. We gotta try and get creative, but I gotta get inspired. Man, I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm just looking at the melon seeds. It looks like we might have the, well, not might, we definitely have the seasons mod. And I was just, oh god, sorry, that was harsh. Oh my. I was trying to see if the seeds that we own could grow this season, but I don't know if the melon is gonna work. We're still gonna plant it because I just don't want to. I don't want to keep it in a chest. It'll take up storage that I could use for other junk. I don't know what to do with this area though. I'm taking it down because I realized that in the first episode, if you haven't seen that, let me just explain real quick. I had paused the video to draw my vision for you. I actually had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that, so and in the vision I had made the windows look a certain way, but I don't really know how to execute it now that we're using squares. So I'm trying to think that out right now, but I want to make a stone. Is it a stone cutter? Yes. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to make a stone cutter because focus on our breathing. I don't know, I just really like the reason that I talk about that in most of my videos is because I just find doing that, especially with ASMR in the background, it just helps me go to bed, or maybe I shouldn't say helps me go to bed, but it helps me get in the mindset of, hey, it's time to wind down, let's go to bed. And then with the slow breathing, I just get really calm, really relaxed, and then I can even try and just have this one big slumber party, and we all just chill together, maybe play some video games, or watch some movies. Oh my god, that would be so fun to just get together and go to like a drive-in. If you don't know what a drive-in is, it's basically an outdoor movie theater. In the movie theater, seating is your vehicle. It's really cool, and they have this huge projector outside. It is amazing. It is amazing. If you've never done that, you definitely should. But I will say the pricing is, at least where I'm from and where I've been, the pricing is based on, I don't know if it's per vehicle, or I can't remember actually, or if it's how many people you have in the car. I almost want to say it's how many people you have in the car, because I remember when I would go with my friends, one person or two people would try to hide themselves in the back, like underneath other people's feet, and they would have clothing on top. I don't know. It was so silly, and we felt so bad for it. Like, in a good way, like, we felt bad. Oh man, this window is looking great though. I really want as much natural lighting as possible. I think it would make this place just look so beautiful. Oh look, do you see the glowing up top on that hill? I want to say, do you remember oh my gosh, I don't know why I was stuttering. Do you remember the thumbnail for episode 1? Rat was on the thumbnail, or I should say is on the thumbnail, and he lives up on that hill. I'm excited to see what his base is gonna look like. I'll have to check it out. Hey, maybe I can even take you along. I think that would be fun. See, this is what I mean. Should we build a wall, and then should we also continue the trimming? I feel like it's only right if we did continue doing the trimming, but I suppose you could do each room very differently. It's Minecraft, you know. But I mean, same in real life, you could do whatever you want. Something I love saying to the producer in like sunny moments, if we're outdoors, or I guess even if we're indoors, the sun rays will be blasting through into our house through the windows, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And I'll go, oh my god, it's like a shader pack. And she'll always look at me and she'll go, you know, you can't forget it's based on real life. And I know, but I don't know is extra lovey-dovey right now because I'm actually finishing up this recording at 5:06 in the morning. That way you can already get this video. It's been a good wait, and typically whenever I make long videos, I like to wait a few days. That way everyone on the channel has time to view it, especially if you're going to school or you're going to work. I have found, and I mean it totally makes sense, that people are able to start watching YouTube at the end of the week. So if I give you a long video, and then I take a couple days to record, there are a number of factors as to why that is. So I do apologize for the upload schedule being so wacky. But it is what works best for me, and I do appreciate you for being so patient with me. I really do appreciate that. But anyways, back to it being fall, or at least it's getting there. I'm just so excited. I need to buy more sweaters. The producer is definitely going to try and stop me, but they're just so nice. I love them. Man. Also, I've got like a little bit of a love-hate relationship with the weather right now, because every single day this week I've had like a stuffy nose as well, and I cannot tell if it's the weather that's making me feel like this or if it's the office dog that we have at work. And for the most part, I am allergic to dogs, but nothing life-threatening, so I just take a pill every day to make sure I don't have an allergic reaction the entire shift. Maybe just the first 2 hours, but it seems that my boss doesn't care that happens to me in a good way. He definitely cares when I start sneezing and stuff, and he'll always try to make sure that he keeps his dog in his own office, or if he has to leave the office to go somewhere, like to a client, he'll do his best to either take his dog with him or he'll drop him off at home, because he knows how much I can start sneezing, and it is a very thoughtful thing of my boss, and I really enjoy that about him. Just overall, he is a really good guy, and I can definitely see how he needed some help, and that's why I am the administrative assistant for him now and for the company. But yeah, he definitely needed this, and I guess this is his first time ever hiring someone for that position, and my position is a little unique. I kind of told the Insomniac Beans about this in their video this week, but I wear many hats. My main role is an administrative assistant, so if my boss needs some filing done, just organizational help, time management help, all those little things that we tend to not really think too much about, I think about all of the time for this guy. So for instance, if you're my boss, I wish, then at 6 a.m. if we had a meeting, I would be like, hey, we've got 30 minutes. Hey, now we've got might hear my water bottle crinkle, so I apologize for that. Another thing that I do is, I haven't done it yet, but I will soon be taking phone calls for the company as well. Just anyone who calls in, I'll pick up the phone, and I suppose you could almost say, basically a receptionist for that portion. But I'm trying not to give it away too much, like what my company does. But most of the time, I'm probably not going to be able to help anybody other than telling them, hey, my boss is in a meeting right now, but I'd love to take a message. I haven't had the pleasure of answering the phone yet, but hey, knock on wood, I do not want to answer the phone. I had to do that at the dispensary, and that one was definitely the easiest thing to do, but I remember just being so frightened, because especially at the dispensary, but you just never know what people are gonna ask, and then if someone hasn't asked that question before, you have to figure it out quickly. So I think the dispensary definitely helped prepare me for this moment at this new job. But anyways, another thing that I do, another hat that I wear, is I am his marketing team as well. I am his marketing team as well. And I just did my first social media post for him yesterday. I loved it, to be honest. I thought I did really well. And someone that he hired to help him with, grow his business, had asked me to send him a rough draft of whatever my social media post is gonna be. And I did. He loved it. And so, him liking it really motivated me to want to really, really, really learn how to do this. I have to learn it no matter what, because it's part of my job role. But in 90 days, I'm going to be getting a review. And if I do good, my boss had let me know, hey, I'll throw you some extra money for your hourly rate. So you better believe that ever since I've been working, I've been grinding. I've been grinding in a very good way, and just showing him my work ethic, and I definitely think he's been enjoying it. We have someone new starting next Wednesday. So today, my goal is to get my boss to grant the new guy access to everything. That way, he is prepared next Wednesday. And yesterday we ended up tackling, mainly my boss on this one, but he ended up organizing the new guy's soon-to-be office. Really proud of my boss, because he is a huge procrastinator. This is about to be my second completed week today on September 5th. So, my early access and my Insomniac beans, you're gonna be hearing this the same day that I am trying to work on these things with my boss. And for everyone else, it happened yesterday, basically. You boss's almost delivery driver. I actually really enjoyed this portion of the job. So if a client needs something dropped off, or for instance, a client last week had to pay my boss for his services. However, this guy is really weird, his client, and will not do online payments. It's strange. And instead he needs my boss specifically to go into the office and grab this check. I don't know. The music is back on and I'm excited for that. And so my boss had warned me, like, hey, I don't know if you're gonna be able to go get this, because typically this client wants me specifically, but thankfully the client allowed me to go, so I was able to step out of the office for a moment, get some fresh air, jam out to my music, and it's been really great. And I have not gotten tired of my boss. Usually within a week at a new job, I can figure out the co-workers that I do enjoy, or I can figure out if I'm gonna end up enjoying the role in general. I think I'll be fine. But let's relax to this music real quick. Well, I think it's over. I really thought that song went a lot longer. Unless I'm deaf right now and I can't hear it, but yeah, I just constantly want to tell you about my job, and it's only been 2 episodes for you to be able to hear about it, but man, it's just been that great, and I feel so fortunate to actually like both my position and my boss and my coworkers, because it's just my boss and this huge freaking dog. It's I might get this wrong, but the office dog, if you want to Google it. Oh, my tummy. My stomach is growling. But if you want to look it up, I want to say that our office dog is a Newfoundland mixed with a poodle. It is one big freaking dog. I actually ended up, my boss was like looking through a closet and the dog came into my side of the office. It is a big enough dog that you would want to ride it like a horse. It's not as, let me think how to word this. Have you ever seen a Great Dane? Those things look like real horses too. Not legitimately, but I always like look at them and I'm like, oh man, if only I was a kid, I would try so hard to like ride this dog like a little horse. Not actually, but you know, I would want to. That's how this office dog feels, except Great Danes have a very slim build. This dog is very like poofy from that poodle mix, but the Newfoundland, I think it's a Newfoundland, I think that's the breed. I could definitely be incorrect, but I think it's that breed that actually really brings out the beefiness of this dog. Not beefy like a pit bull or anything like that, but just bigger than a Great Dane. It has way more hair than a Great Dane. Anyways, my boss was doing something, and when the dog came up to me, I ended up laying my head on him and just holding him, giving a big hug. It was amazing. I know the dog wanted that, and I needed that, so. So I ended up making a lightning rod. Is that a lightning rod? A lightning rod. just had it in my hand. I can't remember what it said there, but I ended up making one because I am unsure of the fire spread being on or off in this server, so I'm trying to be as careful as possible, especially since my deck is all wood. I want a direction. I want to point to a direction that the lightning is allowed to go to, so I had to make one, and I just don't know where I'm gonna place him. Everywhere just seems a little odd, and I don't want it in the way of our build. But look at us, we're getting there, and it's coming along. I'm very excited. I think in that area right there, the 2-block on my right, 2-block spacing, is the music back on? I'm so confused. These are multiple clips, by the way, so it does kind of make sense, but hey, I hope you enjoy. I'm enjoying it, so. Excuse me. Man, I am tired. It is now 5:30 in the morning, so I have to leave at 7:20 to make it in time for my 8 a.m. shift. I'll definitely have time to edit this, and depending on the upload speed, my wonderful Insomniac and early access beans, you might be seeing this at 8 a.m. So I'm really excited about that. Since I get up early anyways, I was like, oh, let me just finish this up. This is awesome. Perfect timing, especially for the weekend. Because tomorrow, Saturday, for those watching on Saturday today, the producer and I are going to her parents' city to go see them and to go pick up some that's why I saved the wooden pick, the first stone pick, the first stone axe, and then Loon had ended up giving me my first iron ingot. Iron. Thank you, Loon. We need to check out everyone's base in the next episode, I think. Or I'll wait till they've settled in completely, because right now when I filmed this episode I was alone on the server, so I definitely got a head start when it comes to building the base itself. But I want to go see what everyone else is up to. I think it'd be really cool, especially since we're so close to them. Man. Oh my gosh, so speaking of fall, I know we're not speaking of it anymore, but we are now. Okay, listen. Don't roast me too hard. But yes, I am pretty basic when it comes to my coffee. And you know what time of year it is, don't you? It is pumpkin spice season. It started last Tuesday, so in my head fall has arrived. You know, just naturally, it's that time already. And that's kind of what I'm craving this morning. I want a pumpkin spice iced latte. But if I'm going to Starbucks after this recording and while it like renders and stuff, I think I might also pick up like a sausage burrito from them or something. Their breakfast burritos are really good. Surprisingly, Starbucks. But so are their breakfast sandwiches. Oh my gosh. I don't know what they do, but for some reason it's one of the only places that I can actually eat their breakfast, and it's good. It doesn't feel too cheap. So I think that's what I'm probably gonna do for breakfast today. Get me wired to help my boss. He was like, we should for sure order these polos tomorrow, talking about today. And then he kind of like stands there and looks at me and he's like, maybe. Because he's such a procrastinator, and I'm gonna have to tell him like, hey man, let's sit down, we gotta order these bad boys. I think we'll be fine, we'll do it today. I have no worry, but if clients start calling in and needing him on site, then maybe we're probably not ordering today. Anyways, though, this Halloween party that we're hosting, Lauren is coming too, my Fortnite buddies are coming too. We are trying to meet up physically at least once a year, but Lauren bought a home this year. Congrats, by the way. I don't know. I've been sharing that with anybody that I know, because that is just great news, and, you know, it's something to celebrate. So the producer and I were originally supposed to go out to them so that we could see their house, but our scheduling got kind of messed up, so they're going to be coming to us on October 10th. And then I'm hoping that we are able to go and see their new house in the spring. So maybe we could make this a tradition where we host a Halloween party every year. And then we go out to them in the spring. We have them in the fall. They have us in the spring. I'd be down for that. I'm just taking some deep breaths. But you see how that rod is in the way? I just can't. Hey, but maybe we'll see what it is now. It's definitely the one thing that I think copper is useful for. is so satisfying. It is extremely, extremely satisfying. And the producer is actually the one that got me into actually using them. She uses them all the time when we're building stuff together. But she is also scared of the lightning catching things on fire. I don't know if I've traumatized her with that and the fear of that happening, but man, it is definitely a scary feeling. So I'm kind of struggling, and I'm gonna talk this out with you. But right now I am really struggling to figure out what I'm gonna wear to work. I know it's so silly. Yesterday I checked the weather, that's why I'm kind of struggling. And today is supposed to be like in the 80s, and all week it's been lovely being in the 60s, mid-60s. So I'm kind of bummed. That I cannot wear a sweater. But I guess I might wear a polo. I've been trying to wear polos to work. I only own 2, so this week is when I've been trying to test that out. Today would be my second day if I go through with it. But that way I'm used to the polo feel, the polo look every so often, because that's what we're going to be switching to daily once we get these polos with our logo and everything, which I am really excited for, because that means I don't have to worry about what to wear every single day. I already know. And I've always enjoyed a uniform, so in my interview I was very happy that he had said eventually I want us to wear polos. And then last week when I started, I sat him down and I was like, let's work on these polos, man. He said it's been like 10 years that he's been wanting them. He's only ever had them for himself, so I am just very honored to get the ball rolling for him. And my design is on the shirts. I'm excited overall. I really hope that I can stay with his company for a long time. And that is something that I've never said about any company that I've worked for. My boss is truly a great representation of what I believe a good boss is. And it's awesome. I mean, my boss at the dispensary, she was amazing. She was absolutely fantastic. And I think I loved her for different reasons compared to my current boss. Especially because she hired me because I do partake and I do get baked. So I had knowledge. And she did not ever get baked. It's not her forte. I know, interesting. The manager of a dispo doesn't partake. But yeah, so both of them were great. She was a great boss. He is a great boss. I don't work for her anymore, so it's like I can't hype her up anymore. I'm sorry, but she is missed. I do miss her. I do miss my old team, but it's only because they were different vibes, different types of jobs, and I will say that I am happier here in this office position. It is definitely, I don't know, I guess I would say I have equal experience in both an office setting and customer service, like fast food. And then the dispensary was my first retail job. But the office job it gives me a little more sense of professionalism, and personally, I really enjoy the professional aspect of this job. Like the clothing that I need to wear, the way that I talk, because, well, maybe you don't know because I don't really cuss in my videos, but I am like a sailor when it comes to talking. Oh my gosh. Close your ears around me, people. But the office job, obviously you cannot be like that. And I love that about the office. Because at the dispensary, I'm not trying to throw shade, because it's, in my opinion, just facts. Hold on, let me set up. You might hear a little bit of squeaking. I apologize. But at the dispensary, it's like, I didn't like some of the coworkers that I worked with. I liked most of them, and I still talked to everybody. But the people that I didn't really like, and I still would talk to, the reason that I didn't really like talking to them is because they were very much older than me and lacked the ability to be professional in front of customers. It was just so sad, and just, they were very disrespectful towards the customers in real time, and that was just so shocking. Like, you're getting paid to do a job, just do it right. You're already trying to tell me I'm not doing it right. Like, come on, we're just selling bud. There's no wrong way to do that. Anyways, enough of that. Enjoy the music. It's always such a short song. Oh man. I'm gonna switch topics because we're running out of time. I know I don't want to leave you yet, but unfortunately I have responsibilities. And hey, maybe you do too, but that's alright. You're watching a baked gaming video. You can hold off a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Unless you're relaxing, then you can wait for the other stuff. So, subject change. I'm excited to announce that, so you know how we are monetized on the channel, like snaps to that. I'm not actually gonna snap in your ear. That would be terrifying, especially if you're sleeping. Right now, we're too deep in the video. But that's me snapping, fake snapping. So we're monetized. We are only a few cents away from getting the minimum payment amount that YouTube requires in order to send out a check. I'm finally there, and for those who don't know, it's really not that big of a number. It's just $100, but $100 on YouTube is still crazy, so that is already just a celebration, and I'm a few cents away. I'm excited. So thank you so much for just always supporting me and showing me love, because it definitely helps. I mean, we're almost there. I don't really know how the monetization works. I don't know if it's no idea. I don't really care. I'm not looking to make that much money on YouTube. I know about a year or two ago, I really did want this to be my full-time job, but it still would be cool. Definitely more of a hobby. But especially with me taking on this new position, it's been very hard to find some time to record, but we're working on it, I promise. I'm trying to upload at least twice a week, but just bear with me, it's only week 2. Week 2 has been completed at this job, so don't worry, you're still going to be getting videos from me, I promise. But with that being said, that I'm almost getting paid from YouTube, I think it would be super awesome to get a new microphone. Something was happening in my latest video for my Insomniac beans, like a weird humming, and I don't know if it was my microphone. I don't know if it was picking up sounds around me, and I don't know if it was my headphones. I don't know what the problem was, because in tonight's video, which thankfully, because this is a whole hour long, I never heard any of that sound, any of the humming, so I don't know what was happening, but if the issue happens to be with my microphone, this is my newest microphone and it's already messing up. What I would like to do is use the monetization money to buy a new microphone. And I think that is so cool, because it's like you guys are buying the channel a mic. It's all because of your support that I'm able to buy a new microphone for the channel and feel like it's an actual investment. So I'm really excited, and I really do appreciate you for watching me. And you know, every day it is still so crazy to think about that 1,900 of you, almost 2,000 people are enjoying what I'm doing. I think that's incredible, and if only I could time travel, I would really tell my younger self, I know you might only have 50 or less subscribers right now, but you wait, you try this out again, and then you get to almost 2,000 subscribers. You're helping almost 2,000 people sleep at night, or at least get some sort of entertainment or relaxation. That's all I could ever ask for, and I'm just so happy that I'm able to do this. I feel so lucky to have such an amazing community. You guys are phenomenal. Like, I love y'all, for real. I don't know if I've said that before, but you are loved. You are loved. You are appreciated. I wouldn't want any other audience. Seriously. I really think that we have found the people that we need to reach, that we wanted to reach. We found you. We're here. We're vibing together. Oh man, it is so crazy to think about how far we've come. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And the last subject that I wanted to talk about today. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Have you seen The Office? The show, The Office, with Jim Halper, Pam Beasley, Michael Scott, you know, the great characters of all time, Dwight Schrute from Schrute Farms. Anyways, I have the entire show and all the seasons on DVD because it is one of my favorite shows of all time. It's a comfort show for sure. Well, I believe yesterday the first episode aired or got released for the new show by the same creators. this was about a minute or 2 minute long video, briefly showing you what's going to happen in an episode to come. And let me tell you, I was really excited about this. And then I was very disappointed. When I watched it, I was expecting, for some reason, more cast members from The Office to actually be involved in this new show. In my opinion, that's how they were making it feel. So when I first sat down and watched it yesterday, I was so disappointed, and I don't know, am I the only one who feels like that? It wasn't funny to me. I don't know, maybe I'm just hating, but it just wasn't funny, and that was disappointing. But if you're looking for a show similar to The Office and you want something that is funny, I've been watching this show on Prime called The Job Lot. And I would just say it's a British version of The Office. But they're not trying to mimic The Office style or anything like that, like the cameras and stuff like that. It's their own little show, and I do think it's funny. And I'm almost like, how could The Paper not be funny? How can you not be funny in this time of age? Like, what? Especially having to do better than The Office, you know? Ooh, man, that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. I wonder what the creators are thinking, though, because they made both The Office and The Paper, and I don't know, my mom's boyfriend was really excited telling me about The Paper over the weekend, but I hadn't seen anything about it. So I was telling him how excited I was for it too. Nope. Disappointed. But if you do want a good show, The Job Lot, it's great. It is, at first the producer said she didn't like it, but guess who's been watching it this week with me and laughing? I've been poking fun at her, but it's the producer. Alright, where are we gonna put this? I think maybe if we take it outside of our deck area and maybe on top of the house, it'd be out of our way and we never have to see it again. And it's just grass up here, so I don't think we would ever get a fire if fire spread is on. Right here, though, do you remember the vision? I think it's coming along pretty well. This is where we're gonna have the staircase going outside and kind of acting as, well, not even kind of, it will be acting as the entrance to our build. So that's exciting. I really do enjoy the rain sounds. I wonder if I need to hire them. I don't know. I'm more so scared of the thunder being too loud, so that's why it's at the volume it's at right now. And eventually we will decorate the walls leading out here where the entrance is gonna be. I just don't know what type of material to use. Maybe we won't make the walls fancy or anything, since we're just kind of almost a month away exactly, and we bought decor over the weekend. We're going to be setting up. The producer is already working on her costume. I know what I'm going to be, but I have to buy some stuff for it to execute it well. But anyways, let's get in here and take a look around, look at what we've done. Is that the Minecraft music? Oh my god, it is. I'm so excited. We're ending off the video in such a good way. Let's head down here real quick so that we can add some doors. We don't want any mobs coming down here. Or up there, I should say. And you already know I gotta try and get you a thumbnail or something. Now we're not completed. The build is not complete. We still need to do like that, the rooftop on top of the doorway, but it's looking really good. I'm glad we switched the deck to oak wood instead of cobblestone. And you can see our smoke is puffing from the chimney behind us. It is looking great. I also really think the shader pack added some beauty to the Minecraft textures. I will not be adding a texture pack to this series since we're trying to keep it. It's like a modern take on beta 1.7.3. Let's check out our house though. The deck is looking beautiful. That's gonna be the kitchen area. Then this hallway leads you into the firsts of Minecraft. Beautiful. And this will be our living room. I'll have books somewhere in here. And then that's our bedroom. Thank you so much for chilling with me. Happy freaking Friday. I hope that you have a lovely, lovely weekend. Get some relaxation. You deserve it.